So I know Jess, Kyle, and Ben are leaving in roughly about an hour. They're going down at 10, just to do the setups. It's Kyle's first experience, so he'll be locked and loaded. And this will be interesting because Sharpie was a little different because I got him so far into his experience, right? So he had his regimen.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, starting this journey together, the first thing that I realized, AK, he probably should be doing my job. He is a football junkie.
Mm.
Between the charts, the notes, the understanding the players constantly at practice, like this is going to sound crazy because it's me. I may have to get KC to relax a little bit.
Well, it's interesting you said that because Matt Satilli sat down with him about a week and a half ago. And I said, well, how was it? How was Kyle? And he said, oh, my God, this guy is uber prepared. He already had his charts
Man, listen.
and color-coded and, laminated.
Yep.
And he said, and Satilli goes, it's not going to be from a lack of preparation. That's what he said. He's like, he is going to be over-prepared, if anything. So I think a lot of Husker fans, this has kind of gone under the radar a little bit the last week or so because we've been so football, like on the field product. But there's so many people curious to see how this transition goes and listen to a new voice leading the fandom here. And this is his first go-around. And, man, what a venue to do it in, too. I mean, shoot. You get to do your first game in an NFL stadium on a big stage on a Thursday night. There's going to be a lot of ears as well as a lot of eyeballs watching this thing.
Yeah, this is the one unique experience that actually could get me to take care of my voice. It was trash a couple of weeks ago. It was bad this weekend, and I'm not a guy that does the whole lozenger and tea and all that. It's like, I just bank on the fact it'll come around. I'm like, oh my gosh, for Kyle, I got to give him my best. I'm going to do my best not to talk very much at practice this week so he can get my best. I'm like, wait a minute. What am I doing?
Right.
Let that thing rip. Let it rip, DB.
I will say, DB, your voice was a little gravelly on Sunday. And it sounds much better today.
Yeah.
You're ready. You're ready.
I hope so. I'm excited for him, man. It's a new era, and he's going to put his stamp all over this. And he's got the best gatekeeper in the world in Jess, and Ben's a heck of a bodyguard. And you get Sideshow Bob just cracking jokes and my personality. So he gets the best of all the worlds, right? He gets regimen, fun, a little discipline, and he's a blank canvas, man. I'm excited for him.
Yeah, and DB, you've done this long enough. You can prepare all you want, but nothing really prepares you for what goes on once the ball's kicked off, and then you just kind of roll with it, and that will really kind of once you settle in after the first series or so, he'll be fine. He's a pro, and I'm actually really looking forward to it.
It'll be fun to watch him balance the football. He acts kind of a lot like. Hear me clear, a color guy, not a colored guy. He acts a lot like a colored guy.
Okay,
in
good.
terms. Thank you. Enunciate. And his preparation, he is extremely well prepared.
Well, isn't that going to help though? I mean, that will help the whole broadcast because he knows the nuances and can really kind of lead you in the right direction and set you up properly. And
it was the first time I'd ever had a production meeting. And I had to leave early. I mean, we were probably 2:40 in. I had to get back for a checkup, and we kind of built it. It's got his fingerprints all over it, so I'm excited. Like the breaks and how to slot them and where he wanted to do the lives, and it's been pretty cool to kind of be on the grassroots of the start, right? Because I inherited the procedure before. This one I'm getting to see built from the pouring of the concrete.
Did you say 2 hours and 40 minutes?
Yeah, so it started at 2. I'm not kidding you. And at 3:40, I was like, hey, I've got to go over these results in Omaha. I got to get going. And they're like, oh, sure, we'll keep you posted. And I was like, knock yourself out.
Send me the clip notes. Send me the clip notes. There we go. There you go.
Well, you know how it goes. So we started with the
yeah.
4-hour pregame and went through each segment.
Oh, what time do you? So you guys start at 4.
Yep. We're 4 hours before kick, and I had to get going when we go over to the actual pregame show, the countdown to kickoff.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a catchy name.
All you guys,
you should go with Casey Classic Countdown.
Casey Classic Kickoff Countdown.
Yeah.
One of the things I think that he's really interested in with all these kickoff and pregame shows, I think he really wants to make it as much about the game and the opponent as possible. You'll get it if you're listening, and because you guys aren't doing your deal anymore, are you? On social media?
No. In fact, Sean and I, for a variety of reasons, let's just say we've retooled it. We're doing like a earlier in the week thing. So it's actually, I just posted it yesterday. So that's going to replace the Facebook Live.
Oh, I like that.
Yes,
so one thing you'll notice about the pregame show, it will be a lot more opponent previews, it will be a lot more football-y.
Yeah. Not as much flowers and featuring.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. It's just, that's kind of one of the first things I can appreciate it, right? Make it your own. We're just here to support.
Well, if there's one fan base who can handle it, it's Nebraska, no question, because everybody, I think at this point, aren't you like in the last week, it wasn't just about the point where everybody's like, can we just play a game?
Oh,
like, the
100%.
guys are ready.
How about Coach Rhule and Coach Butler?
I feel like people are foaming at the mouth.
I mean, Coach Butler, he's already uber competitive, but he was like grinding down his teeth. Yeah. He's like, it's part of the hunt, if you will. I was like, ooh, get him, JB, get him.
Yeah, he's salivating. I mean, they cannot wait. And that's the other thing, here they've been waiting for so long. They go through the grind of camp. And then you get to this last week where everybody's just ready to go gangbusters. Oh, and by the way, it's like that scene in Blues Brothers where they're up riding in the elevator to go deliver with a payment or whatever. And it's like they're rush. And then it's game day, and then you have to wait until 8 o'clock. It's like, oh, my God, we're finally here. Game day's finally here. But you're not kicking until 8 o'clock. And I know there's millions of reasons about it, but there are reasons why that you're doing it that way. But, oh, my God, that could be one of the longer days if you're a player or a coach.
Oh, and you heard Singleton in that sit down with the players. I'm telling you, fans love night games. Players hate it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I've converted to an 11 o'clock guy.
I was surprised to hear they love the 2:30s. Like,
I'm a 2:30 guy.
I did like the Michigan time slot, though. Not to fast forward like I'm overlooking an opponent, but I did think that's the perfect time slot for a game like that for this team.
100%.
Like, I like the 2:30 for them. And listening to the guys talk on that little CBS sit down, it seems like that's what they like too.
Yeah, and I will say, for that particular game, I think 2:30 is perfect. And I know fans were a little disappointed it wasn't a night game, but that 2:30 slot for that Michigan game for sure is right up the alley. If I'm Ohio State, I get it. They can be entitled to time, or more than times, I should say.
At times, yeah.
But yes. But this having their big game, they're constantly having their big games at 11 would get a little annoying and repetitive. But for the Michigan-Nebraska game at 2:30, I think that's a perfect slot. And I understand why they do it 5 times. Normally, you get the most eyeballs, especially in a kickoff situation where it's one of the first games of the year. There's going to be millions of eyeballs on this game nationally. And that's why I think that this game is so important, not just locally, but nationally, for the perception that Nebraska is continuing that trend upward.
AK, if you're playing a game of Clue and you've got to come up with your pick on who done it, which unit leaves when it's all said and done, which unit has left their fingerprints and DNA all over this game tomorrow night to let you know they did it? Is it offense, defense, or special teams?
It's Colonel Mustard in the dining room. That's what I say. No, I would say when we talk about this game, and if it ends the way that I think most Husker fans hope, I think we're going to hang our hat on the lines of scrimmage. I think the offensive line will continue to deliver body blows during the game and wear out Cincinnati's defensive front. And I think that's where we're going to see this, increased depth and the development of the offensive line as a whole. That maybe it doesn't look the way you're hoping in quarters 1 and 2, but once we get to quarters 3 and 4 and you start wearing them down, and I'm not saying they're going to run 9 out of 10 plays, no doubt. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that when they need to get the tough yards inside later in the game, I'm pretty confident that the offensive line will lead the way. And I don't think I could have said that months ago. And I think that's one of the biggest, I don't say surprises, but one of the bigger developments that I've seen during training camp, that yes, Nebraska has an offensive line, and yes, Nebraska has a deep offensive line, and we can talk skill guys all we want, but we know these games, especially once you get into conference play, are won in the trenches on both sides. And I think the offensive line will really kind of lead the way for Nebraska, not only Thursday night, but moving forward in the season.
All right, Andy, before we let you go here, I need a season win total. What do we got?
I went 9 yesterday. I went 9. Maybe I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but I'm going 9, and we're going back to Sin City, baby. Back to Las Vegas. I know that really warms Damon's heart. But I'm not staying for 6 nights like I did last time.
Yeah, bless you. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Listen, if you're drinking the Kool-Aid, then Ravi's drunk, because he predicted 10 on his little sit down, and 300,000 views later and 700 replies, he's still getting murdered. So.
And guess what? If they win 10, I'm replying to every damn one of them.
Yep. Scoreboard.
Petty Ravi is the best Ravi.
That's right. Shoot your shot, Ravi. I love it.
All right, Andy. Enjoy the game. We'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, boys. Have a good week. DB, we'll see you down at Arrowhead.
Yes, sir. I'll see you tonight, buddy.
That's our guy, Andy Kendeigh from KETV.